Her Royal Highness there arriving just a few minutes ago. Queen Elizabeth with her grandson, Prince William. They're at the Royal Air Force Base in Wales, where Prince William is stationed. That is in Anglesey in North Wales. CBS News royal contributor Victoria Arbiter is also there this morning, where the weather is lovely.
A little blustery, Erica.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, Erica. Well, as William marks 6 months with the Royal Air Force in Anglesey, North Wales, it's clear that he's living in some very rough and rugged conditions. Conditions that may well afford him the privacy he so desperately craves, except, of course, when the Queen comes to visit.
Prince William guided Queen Elizabeth on a tour of the RAF Valley Base this morning. Doubling as both grandmother and sovereign head of the British Armed Forces, the Queen met with members of her grandson's unit, the Search and Rescue Force.
I'm incredibly proud to be amongst the Search and Rescue guys, and I'm very privileged to be flying with some of the best pilots, I think, in the world.
A privilege William is quick to say he earned through merit. On Thursday, he led a mock mission for the media, taking his team on a simulated rescue, flying the helicopter into position for his colleagues to lift a victim to safety.
Every day you come in to work and you don't quite know what's going to happen. It's quite exciting in that sense. It's unpredictable. But at the same time, it's great that you get to go out and actually save someone's life, hopefully, or at least make a difference to someone. You know, when you know that they're in trouble, you do everything you can to try and get there. And the guys demonstrate that every single day they go out. With the team environment there is in the cockpit, it's very much sort of big family in the sky.
In October, the Prince and his team flew through choppy winds to rescue an oil rig worker who had suffered a heart attack while at sea. The modest leader explains that each assignment requires the collaboration of his colleagues in the sky.
It gets very hairy, especially when you've got someone like me at the controls. When you're flying along at night in Snowdonia and the mountains and you've got 40-knot winds, the clouds down to about 200 feet, and you're trying to get through to find someone who's either broken their leg or is lost on the hill, it gets quite interesting. You have to use all four of you, put your brain power together and your skill, and basically hope that you can actually get there and help.
William's brother Prince Harry is also a military man and recently passed his Apache flying test. He made headlines this week by joining wounded veterans on a hike to the North Pole. Just last week, the brothers undertook a different kind of covert operation by keeping the media in the dark about William's bachelor party.
It's quite good news always to outfox the media, but it was a military operation, and my brother and I are very proud of how it went.
But when it comes to the big day, even a courageous search and rescue pilot like William is just like any other anxious groom to be.
I did the rehearsals the other day and my knee started tapping quite nervously, so it's quite a daunting prospect, but very exciting, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it, but there's still a lot of planning to be done in the last 4 weeks.
So while Prince William is showing a few pre-wedding jitters, his colleagues at the base are keeping him grounded with a little gentle ribbing and some Will and Kate souvenirs.
Important to have those souvenirs for everyone involved. How rare is it, Victoria, for the Queen to make a visit like this?
Well, the Queen does like to travel around the country and see various regiments. She is head of the armed forces here in England, but it is rare that she gets to go and visit her grandson at work, and so I'm sure she's very proud. I mean, it's just being out in these conditions, it gives you a sense of what it must be like to fly a helicopter. It's no small feat, so I'm sure she's very proud.
As every grandmother would be. We've also heard a little bit more about some plans for after the wedding. Prince William doesn't want to wear a wedding ring, is that correct?
That is correct, and it is raising a few eyebrows today, but it seems to be commonplace within the high society circle, shall we say, that men are choosing not to wear a wedding ring. William doesn't like to wear any jewellery, and so having had a word with Kate and had her blessing, he's decided not to wear a wedding ring, and it's just his personal preference.
She will be wearing one, though, correct?
Yes, Kate will be wearing one, and she'll be following royal tradition. Her ring will be made from Welsh gold, which was a tradition started in 1923 by the Queen Mother.
Very nice. And also, Harry's doing a little talking.
Harry is doing a little talking, and he spoke very fondly yesterday about his future sister-in-law. He said she's a fantastic girl. He can't wait for her to join the family. He also intimated that he's looking forward to taking her under his wing, so I don't know whether that means he's planning to take her out clubbing, but he's definitely very keen to get the wedding started and enjoy welcoming her to the family.
Maybe he should plan her hen weekend since he did such a great job with the stag party. Victoria Arbiter in Wales, braving the elements this morning. Thank you.